Asmongold here admits to making blanket statements about groups and conflating individuals with extremists. And this is what we do, right? As human beings, we will group people into groups and we will say, hey, the Latinos are like this, the blacks are like this, the Christians are like this, the Muslims are like this, the Jews are like this, et cetera, right? The women are like this. And to some extent, there may be some truth to that, but you can't take it to the extreme, right? We can say that most women like pink, but not all women like pink. We can say most guys like basketball, but not all guys like basketball or sports. And so there's always a spectrum, so to speak. But the fact that he's also reflecting on these things is a good thing. I think self-reflection is good. To be able to see the darkness within us is good because it improves self-awareness. It encourages personal growth, spiritual growth. It increases your emotional intelligence. It facilitates problem solving because you're having to kind of rewind and fast forward these things. It promotes gratitude. Hey, thank you that I was able to see that darkness within myself. Because when we're unable to see the darkness within ourselves, that darkness ultimately will consume us. And it promotes really gratitude in being thankful for that awareness, ultimately being thankful for God. It can also, I know this sounds counterintuitive, but it can reduce stress and anxiety as well, because now you're aware of what is causing that anxiety. You're aware of what's causing that darkness. It strengthens your future decision-making skills because now you know, okay, well, here's a problem. I've identified this problem and I won't make the same mistake that I did in the past making that problem. It increases accountability. Knowing that you have this dark side, you'll reach out. And in this case, his dad was making him accountable. The internet was making him accountable. I'm sure friends were talking to him, and we need people like that in our lives because there will be a tendency to just do our own thing, make our own mistakes, and keep making those mistakes until ultimately those mistakes will catch up to us. So accountability is needed because that's what we need to continuously realign, right? People will tell us, hey, you're going off course, realign. It's kind of like the guardrails. If you're driving in a car and you smash into a guardrail, it'll remind you, hey, you're about to fall off a cliff. Or some cars now, they have these lane departure warnings. So if you move from the lane, then it will tell you, hey, you've departed from that lane. And that's what accountability is. Accountability with others, accountability also with what God says to us. It deepens our relationship with God when we're able to really face these things. And ultimately, if we're able to see the darkness within ourselves, then it will improve our relationships because that darkness in ourselves will ruin our relationships. If we're able to spot that darkness and then by the grace of God get rid of that darkness, then our relationships naturally will improve.